We are going to make this video on the beginning of shooting practice. This is the content of first training sessions. So for the beginning of shooting practice, air pistol is recommended. These guns are relatively harmless. The range installations are simple and the shooting equipment is not so expensive. On the other hand, air pistol shooting is a popular part of international competitions. It collects more competitors than any other pistol event at the shooting championships. Since 1988, it has been included in the competition program of the Olympic Games. Air pistol is good for beginners, and mastering the skills with air pistol, shooter can enter the elite of the shooting sport. So let's start. We have to start with safety. Safety is of paramount importance. You must follow a few simple rules to protect yourself and the others from injury. Handle your pistol with the maximum care. Carry it in gun case and take it out at the firing line only. Never leave your pistol unattended. Action must not be closed until the gun is pointed downwards in a safe direction. Always unload the pistol when not firing. Use safety flags according to the ISSF rules. Make it a habit. Never point the gun at the people. Any joking with a gun is unacceptable. The first element of the shooting technique is visual aiming. There are three items for aiming: two pistol sights, front sight and rear sight, and target. The correct alignment of the pistol sights is like this. The front sight should be in the center of the rear sight, and the upper edges of the sights should be aligned. When you are taking sight, all items are located at different distances from the eye, and it is impossible to see all three clearly. Something will be out of focus. Since small errors in the position of the front sight can cause large deviations from the center of the target, the eye should be focused on the pistol sights. The front sight is the best for this in terms of mutual positioning of all three items. For good aiming control, we need area which reflect more light. We need light background. The best is white area below the black circle of target. So aiming this way gives the shooters the best opportunities for accurate shot. The front sight is in focus. Its shape is clear and its color is black. The rear sight is quite visible, almost as good as the front sight. The black circle of the target is out of focus. It is gray and its shape is not clear. But this is not a problem for an accurate shot. This is an example of incorrect sight picture. As you can see, alignment of pistol sight is not clear and accurate shot is unlikely to be possible. To be sure that recommended way of sighting is the best to shoot accurately, it is better to try a few shots with supported hand. But before you try it, some explanations on triggering and gripping should be given. The trigger pull of air pistol usually consists of two stages. The first stage is long and light. The second stage is short and hard. It's arranged so to inform the shooter. When you reached the second stage, around half weight of trigger pull is taken. You close to the shot, be careful. Everything that will be said about trigger control applies to the second stage, final stage. It makes almost no difference how the shooter takes the first stage, but the second stage must be taken slowly and smoothly. To start shooting, you have to grip the pistol. So, pistol gripping. If you are going to shoot with your right hand, take the pistol by the middle of the barrel with your left hand. With right hand, find the spot on the wooden grip where the U shape between the thumb and forefinger is as close as possible to the pistol chambers. Press your hand lightly against this spot and grip the pistol with 3 fingers, middle, ring, and little finger. When looking at the pistol from above, the barrel should be on a line with the forearm. This is more important than comfortable position of the palm on the surface of the wooden grip. The barrel of the gun should be aligned with the forearm. The shape of the grip can be adjusted later if necessary. The direction of gripping and triggering forces should be pointed along the barrel. This way, it will not cause deflection of the pistol. The 3 gripping fingers should be pressing against the wood, and you have to feel this pressure with the part of your palm between the thumb and forefinger and few centimeters below. These are the main spots of the pressure on the pistol grip. The forefinger and the thumb should not participate in the gripping. The thumb can touch the wood, but without pressure. Forefinger should touch trigger blade only. I have to add that you should stop breathing when aiming. This is the basic of breath control. Stop it, otherwise it will disturb accurate aiming. Now rest your hand and shoot several shots, aiming correctly and pulling the trigger slowly and smoothly. You have to be sure that you can take accurate aiming, keeping focus of your eye at the front sight and keeping target out of focus. The trigger pulling should be slow, so slow that people watching your shooting shouldn't notice the finger moving. Supported hand is just training exercise. According to the competition rules, the shooter must stand and hold the pistol with one hand. This is written in the International Federation Rulebook, Rule 871. How to take good shooting position. In the most rational and balanced pistol stance, the influence of muscles that are not participating in the holding and aiming should be minimized. This requires the shooter to choose the correct orientation of the body in relation to target. The position of the main joints should be as close as possible to balance of the antagonist muscles. The balanced position of the arm raised to horizontal level when the chest and the back muscles are equally tense is not in the frontal plane of the body. If you extend your arms strictly to sides and move them forward, you can feel the muscles around the shoulder are relaxing with this movement. You can also feel the relaxation when you move your arms from front position to the sides. So the balance is somewhere in between. One simple exercise helps you find this direction. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, turning your toes slightly outwards to reduce the tension in your knees. Put your arms down and relax them. Close your eyes. With a broad sweeping movement, raise your arms, trying to keep the shoulders relaxed. Repeat it, trying to remember the feeling of this movement. Okay, open your eyes. Look in the direction of the hand that will hold the pistol and repeat upward movement again. When the hand reaches horizontal level, you will see the direction of the balanced arm position. Now, rotate your feet around the center of stance platform so that hand moving up and down passes over the target. The feet line is probably turned clockwise from the line of aiming. It's usually from 5 to 30 degrees away from the line of sight. Now grip the pistol. When the pistol is properly gripped, the shooter places his hand with the gun on the table in front of him. What to do with the other hand? The hand without pistol. This is usually left hand. It should be bent, relaxed, and fixed in contact with your body. Put it in pocket or on your side or on your belt. The left shoulder should be relaxed at all times. It is time to aim at the target. When the pistol is lifted off the table, at the same time your body naturally leans slightly back to compensate for the weight of the hand with the gun. The weight of your body should be evenly distributed on both legs. It is important to try keeping your torso upright. Do not allow shooting to curve your spine. It doesn't look good. Take sight at target. When the shooter is aiming at target, the following should be considered. The muscle tension from the neck to the wrist should be about the same. The elbow of the shooting arm should be extended. The left shoulder should be relaxed. Do not overstrain your neck. You may disturb the blood circulation. Rapid fatigue during shooting will be the result of this excessive turn. After taking sight at the target, align your sights and try to balance the muscle tension in your upper body. Hold the gun for 5 seconds with your eyes closed and open them. If the sight is far from the target, move your feet around the center of support platform to correct your body position. Put the gun down, take short rest, and repeat alignment again if necessary. The rational way of aiming has been found. Now we have to bring all the elements together. So, the first advice on shooting technique: look at the front sight, control its position in the rear sight, and at the same time pull the trigger. Do not pay attention to small movements of the pistol in aiming area. Pull it so slowly that shot will come suddenly for you. So, shooter is advised to do 2 things simultaneously: control the position of the front sight and slowly pull the trigger. And shooter is not advised to look for the right moment to finish triggering and to look for specific point on the target to shoot at. The following rules of trigger control should be observed. The triggering finger is the only moving part of the hand with the pistol. The rest of the hand is motionlessly holding the grip. The wrist is fixed, but the triggering finger is relaxed enough to move smoothly. Pulling of the second stage of the trigger travel should take from 4 to 8 seconds. This is the definition of a slow pulling. The triggering movement should be so slow that it is unnoticeable to the people watching your shooting. The speed of pulling should be the same throughout the entire second stage. The pulling should go on non-stop once initiated. If the finger stops, the hand with the pistol should go down. It is not advisable to resume the pulling if finger is stuck. So, shooter took correct shooting position, took sight at target, pull it trigger. The shot sounds. Is that all? No. There is a short time left. The time while the bullet is moving down the barrel. So, follow through for a second or 2 after you hear the sound of the shot. Allow the projectile to reach the target. And if you have indeed not chased the center of the target as advised, your finger should continue to gradually press the trigger blade. So let's put together the elements you have learned into a whole shooting technique. They call it routine. The following routine is most popular. After loading the pistol, the shooter looks down to check the correct position of his feet. If the grip has been loosened during the break, the pistol should be held with the non-firing hand and the right palm finds a good grip position. The pistol is then returned to the table. The left hand should be fixed and relaxed. The legs and torso should be ready to lift the gun. With the start of deep breath, the shooter moves the pistol up. It rises above the level of the target, stops, and with start of breathing out, begins slow descent toward the target. During this downward movement, the pistol sight must be aligned and the triggering finger moves back and forth several times to ensure that it is relaxed enough and it moves separately from the other muscles of the hand. During these movements, the front sight must be stable in the rear sight. Breathing should be held when the lungs are half empty. It should be stopped so as not to interfere with aiming. The pistol sights are entering sighting area. Triggering finger intrudes into the second stage of trigger travel. The body immobilizes. Controlling the alignment of the pistol sights and watching with the peripheral vision that the movements of the pistol are acceptable, the shooter slowly pulling the trigger until the shot is fired. The shot is fired. The shooter continues to aim for a few moments and check if the triggering finger is still moving. It's over. If the movements of the pistol during aiming seems unacceptable, the process should be interrupted. The shooter puts his hand with the pistol back to the table to rest and to try again for a good shot. Improvement. At the beginning of training, shooter does not need to spend a lot of ammunition. A few groups a day are enough. Serious dry shooting is the most important. Make it as a rule that dry training should exceed actual shooting by several times. For example, to earn the right to fire 20 shots, 40 or 60 dry shots should be done. The most important skill in pistol shooting is to move the triggering finger completely separate from the other muscles of the hand. Try to catch this feeling, combination of gripping force and moving for a finger. It should be developed as a skill. There is no definition how to lock the wrist of the hand with a pistol. It is a special element of shooting technique. We do not do anything like this in our everyday life. Try to understand how to do it and acquire it as a skill through the practice. The secret of good scoring is the ability to aim accurately for as long as careful trigger can take. So it is important how long time you spend daily and weekly with the gun in a shooting posture aiming. Every time you raise your pistol, you are laying small brick in the wall of future success. Remember, regular practice is the way of winners.